What is critical to understand before you hire people to help you, before you build a team that takes you to the next level, is to understand where you want to go, be willing to bring in or remove individuals from your life who are productive to where you want to go, having respect for your time, and being immune to criticism. An example of being immune to criticism is being able to pull the right people on your team, not worried about what others are going to think, not worried about how you're going to be judged or how, folks are going to look at it. In some environments, that means getting the person who's right for the job rather than the person they want you to hire. The part of productivity that a lot of folks don't understand is that once you have these 4 elements straight, you can just hire 2 personal assistants. Now, the reason you hire 2 personal assistants is because one's not going to be very good. And if you can get 2 personal assistants, you can very often have people doing things like a virtual assistant and a local assistant. You can have people doing things for you overnight while you're coming back to the next morning, your work schedule's ready, proofing reports, all these things. You'll be instantly more productive. But if that person starts slacking off over time and you don't have the courage to let them go, if folks say to you, oh, you just see employees as cogs that you interchange in a wheel and you let them go when it's convenient to you, well, that might be the truth. If people aren't producing, you let them go. You think about it, use the facts, let them go. But if you're worried about that criticism, if you're worried about what others might think, if you don't value your time and you let other people waste it, then having 2 assistants might make you twice as productive now, but you're not going to stay productive over time. It's a critical thing to understand. If your business is finally making 6 figures a month and your mother-in-law says, oh, good to hear the business is going good, but people who make that kind of money must be doing something sneaky. And you think, I'm not doing anything sneaky. Maybe some of my people are doing something sneaky. You start second-guessing yourself. You got to be able to simply look at somebody, and being immune to criticism is about being fact-oriented. Not alternative facts, but actual facts. And being able to say, look, I understand why you might think that, and you might be frustrated about your situation, but I will do my best to make sure that we're not doing anything that would harm a customer. In fact, we make this much money because we deliver value to our customers. And you just point blank, look them in the eye, and you tell them. You don't have to be like, bitch, what you talking about? You don't have to be crazy about it or anything. You just have to be honest, level-headed, and say, look, I don't know where you've come from, but don't be putting your stuff on me. I'm here to run a business. I'm here to serve my customers. I'm here to deliver value. I'm here to build something. And if you want to tear it down, then get out of here. Leave me alone. Walk away. And if they won't walk away, you simply walk away. You make a decision to do what is necessary to protect your family. Again, building on those inner circle relationships. To protect your inner circle. And I'm not talking about protect them from criminal activity or something. I'm saying sincerely look out for those in your inner circle. And I'm not saying be prejudiced and push others away. You want to constantly be looking for new people to put in your inner circle. One of the most interesting things I learned from when I was putting together my Sustainable Wealth Secrets programs, and that I learned from mentors, is that wealthy individuals are desperate for folks who will stay focused and get things done. They are desperate for these individuals. They look for them in every corner. I have been in situations where the person so I was going out to lunch with a client, and the waitress was just incredible. The waitress was attentive, responsive, very much looked out for us on our dinner. It was a luncheon. It was a little long, but we're there for quite a while, and we're working on business. And This waitress stayed past the end of her shift to make sure our table was taken care of. He gave her a $100 tip, which was significantly more than we spent. Not significant. It was just a little bit more than we spent. It was like 100% tip. And then gave his business card and wrote the name of his human resources person on the back of the card. And he said to her, "We need people like you helping our customers. If you're interested in another position or looking at other opportunities, call my human resources person and tell him I sent you." And I'm thinking, I was floored. And at the time, it really didn't register. But he was on a constant lookout for people that add value to his organization. And by doing this, he built a solid team. And he would go to bat for this team. He would make sure this team got compensated well, that this team received the things that they needed to do good work. See, folks, this isn't about the people who bitch about the rich. You know, the Occupy Wall Street people standing there with their iPhones. They've probably never met somebody who was wealthy. And if they did, they didn't know they were wealthy. I've known trashmen that were making 7 figures a year with almost 70% margins, ridiculous margins. And they were trashmen. You know, periodically the guy would go get in a truck and ride around with the other trashmen and pick up trash. This dude was a good guy. But there's constant, and actually, by the way, he got 70% margins by recycling back in the 80s, okay? So he would go pick up all the trash, and then he had people who would sort the trash. And then sorting the trash, he would recycle the metals and recycle the cardboard, recycle everything. He was doing recycling long before it was cool, and he was doing single flow recycling. And then he would sell off all the other materials, and he had enough volume that basically he would just go around and pick up more money. And you know, that's creative. That's ingenious in a lot of ways. But it's definitely not taking advantage of anybody. He was creating jobs for individuals who were otherwise need a job. So take these 4 points and look at them. Now, if you already have staff, that's great, but look at how you interact with your staff. There will always be temporary discomfort on the road to success. That's fine. Learn how to handle it. Learn how to work with it. But if you want to get more done in less time, with fewer resources, and sleep better at night, then the 4 steps I've laid out for you right now are powerful in getting you that quickly. If you have any questions about this or any other program, contact my offices. I'm Justin Hitt. I'm here to help you create and keep profitable customers and turn every business relationship into profits guaranteed. Thanks for listening.